Alright guys, here we have the LG Music Flow sound system. Since my ultimate living room setup is forever a work in progress, I'm always looking at new options for the gear I use in it. LG's Music Flow system caught my attention because it does something that my current system doesn't, and that's allow for multiple pairing options, and that should make it easier to use with multiple devices and not just my TV. So here's the current setup. I've got the Music Flow HS7, which is a soundbar and subwoofer combo, two H3s to help deliver that surround sound, and the H4 portable, which is not really needed for this setup, but since the Music Flow supports adding multiple devices, why not? And all of this without the need for a bridge to connect them all. This kind of functionality is great if you want a banging setup where you can listen to music in multiple rooms of the house at the same time. Party throwers, take note. And with a modular setup like this, you can basically start with one speaker and add to it later on, so you don't have to break the bank all at once. And LG offers quite a few more speaker options than the ones I've got here, so you have tons to choose from when picking a configuration. I've got my soundbar under my television, the subwoofer next to it, and two H3s on the sides of my couch. It also comes with mounting options to mount the soundbar to the wall, but unfortunately I can't put any more holes into this apartment, so I've got mine on a TV stand. The HS7 comes with a remote that lets you access features and change settings without having to jump into the Music Flow app. And setup was pretty simple with the use of the Music Flow app, which is available for both Android and iOS. Pairing all devices and getting it configured took me about 20 minutes. The Music Flow app gives you access to your configuration settings, so you can make it function like a true surround sound system, but what's really cool is that you can choose to play different audio to individual speakers, group up some speakers, or play the same audio to the entire system. As I mentioned, one of my favorite things about the Music Flow system is the ability to have multiple audio sources like Wi-Fi connection, optical in, Bluetooth, syncing wirelessly with an LG TV, HDMI in, or using an aux cord. That's a lot of options, and you guys know how I feel about that. The soundbar even has a cool LED display that lets you know which connection or service you're using. The most useful to me is Bluetooth syncing. That means I can grab any of my devices and start streaming my music right to it. All of these options are great because you're not limited to just getting audio from your TV. This is also one of the first speakers I've used that has Google Cast, and I'm a huge fan of this because Google Play is my go-to streaming service, but if you like Spotify, iHeartRadio, or Pandora, there are those options and many more available to stream from as well. While I love this feature, my experience using it with an Android device was much smoother than when I used it with my iPhone, which to be honest isn't too surprising considering it is Google Cast. Now of course what's really important is the performance. I was really impressed when I first hooked these up. The speakers are powerful. I can barely tiptoe to high volumes before worrying about neighbor complaints. So if you don't have any neighbors nearby, you're in for a good time. The bass on the subs definitely provides that home theater-like feeling, and even the H4 portable has a surprising amount of bass on its own. It has a great punchy sound which is good for watching your favorite shows, playing games, or simply using it to listen to music. It has an equalizer within the app, so you can always fine-tune what you're hearing to match your taste. So far I've got to say I enjoyed the performance I got out of these because they deliver some really awesome sound quality. But that about wraps it up for this video, guys. I like LG's Music Flow system and all the options it brings to the user, and I didn't know what to expect when I got my hands on these as I've never listened to anything sound related from LG before, but I've got to say I'm happy with this so far. But that's about it, guys. If you want to check these out, definitely check the link down below in the description for pricing and availability, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Till then, it's your average consumer. Peace.